and the others as well. Thank you so much for joining in. And with that, it's time for us to wrap today's trading session so far. It's been a good session. I mean, give and take everything. We went very close, perilously close to a record high on the Nifty. The Sensex, the grand gold index, after 137 sessions, went ahead and hit a fresh record high in the first hour of trade itself. The mid-caps were really the star of the show. We had almost 0.8% gains coming in for the mid-cap index, which is nearly 3 times the gains that we saw in the frontline index. The Nifty Bank was a bit of an underperformer, and it's the Nifty Bank's underperformance that actually, took the Nifty away from going ahead and hitting a fresh record high. The Nifty Bank continues to face some resistance technically at the 20-day moving average. In terms of stocks that gained today, the index was powered by 2 stocks. It was HDFC Limited and HDFC Bank, which kept the Nifty Bank afloat. X of that, the Nifty Bank would have perhaps been in the red. Power Grid was a good gainer. ONGC was also among the top gainers. Tech Mahindra, TCS, large cap IT was well bid for another trading session today. Among the stocks that did not do too well, we saw some profit taking come by for JSW Steel, Hindalco. Autos actually were on the downside today as well. So we saw M&M being at the low point of trade. Perhaps the delay in monsoons hurting some of these players. ITC too was ended at the low point of trade. In the broader markets, it was just 2 stocks that took everyone's breath away right from the word go. It was Piramal Enterprises and Shriram Finance on account of the large trade that took place. And we had Lupin as well, ending about 5.5% higher as the company has gotten approval to sell generics. Periva. Prashant.
Mangalam, market breadth worsened a little bit in the last hour or so of trade. So I'll just, but I have to say there's a long list of huge volume-led gainers once again. I'll get to that in a bit, but look at some of the names on the downside. Mazgaon, I was just pointing out, if we can just have these stocks up. Aptus, there was a large block deal right at the word go. That sold off. Along with that, another small home finance company, Home First. So there's Mazgaon, Aptus, and then Home First. Home First also came under pressure. Gokuldas, which had climbed above 500, that saw a little bit of a pullback. Titagarh Wagons was down. These are all some of the large volume-led losses. Losses themselves are not very large, at least on these, but they pulled off. Polycab, of course, was also lower. Nimish said that there is perhaps a block deal which is awaited. Now to the gainers, right? I mean, there was, of course, Shriram and Piramal Enterprises, but there's just Lupin Mangalam mentioned, but there are so many others. Look at Max Financial Services, that is MFSL. Look at JSW Energy, which rallied hard. Happiest Minds, a very large gain today. Subros lost from the day's high, but ends higher once again. Look at GMDC. Mayuresh was talking about Tube Investments. That will come up on your screen. Big gainer today. Blue Dart was another one which looked very good. Nazara Technologies was up, I think, 5 or 6%. That will come up. Schneider perhaps is another one. Linde India. And these have got decent-sized volumes, by the way. KPI Green has been, on a one-way march upwards, and that continues today as well. La Opala, Hindware, Satin Credit Care was a big mover. Muthoot Capital, by the way, Muthoot Finance is also back above 1200, so more respectable kind of levels coming through. So, I mean, market breadth, yes, numerically declines outnumbered advances, but the momentum was with bulls and what went up, and the absolutely crazy action in mid caps and small caps that continues with all the names that I just mentioned. On the Nifty is 40 points. It's a very respectable close, 18,858. It's a wrap on this edition of Closing Bell. From Surabhi, Mangalam, me, everyone on the team, thanks very much for watching. Don't go anywhere. We'll put the spotlight on India's EdTech landscape on our Wednesday special, Mad About Markets, coming up in just a bit.